I am Anusha Shetty, and in this edition, I am in conversation with the COO of Quest Global, Mr. AJAY PRABHU. As a leader, he is known for his strong character, his punctuality, and the way he handles crisis with a smile. People say that is a wonderful mentor and an advocate of executive presence himself. He inspires a lot of managers within the organization to pursue this with passion and heart. So let's go ahead and hear it from him. So Ajay, a lot is spoken about personal brand these days. So what are your views on a personal brand and how do you think it helps a leader?
Personal brand, just like any other branding, right? The concept of marketing it's more about bringing trust. So when a brand builds over a period of time trust among the people, it makes it easier for the people to associate with that brand. So it is the same thing with a leader. Leaders are challenged with having to get a lot of results, and if they build their own personal brand, which nothing but means that they have built the trust of their people around them, it makes it much easier for them to get things done.
Ajay, people say personal brand is a very good balance between a form and your core substance. What are your views on it, and do you think any of this is more important than the other?
In my mind, substance is a hygiene factor. You have to have substance, and I look at the form as more of a differentiator. So substance, like as you become a leader in an organization, there are fewer and fewer positions open, and then there are lots of talented people with great substance. But what differentiates who gets that final chance to lead could be then based on the differentiation of the form.
I think one thing that people really talk about you is that you're a very strong advocate of presence here in the organization as well. How has this been helping you to drive business outcomes if there is a leader with a very good personal brand?
Yeah, in the context of our type of business, which is very global, so there is a huge amount of challenge in terms of our leaders having the form necessary for us to interact with all our customers all across the globe. So it is a big challenge because there is a certain amount of cultural impact as well. So different cultures expect the form to be in different ways. So since we do business across the globe, our people really have to have the bandwidth and the ability to show form in different contexts, in different cultures. So it's a big challenge, and I have really wanted my people to learn all these things.
Alright, so Ajay, do you really see a business outcome from a tangible perspective where a leader demonstrates very good personal brand? Does this happen?
Absolutely. Just like we talked again earlier, it's about the trust. So leaders are challenged with having to do lots of things in a very limited amount of time. So if a person has that brand, things do get done much faster. So there are, whether it is getting things done in the organization or working with a customer and getting a business, whatever it is, once a leader has the form and the substance and they can show that personal brand of their own, things happen much faster.
If you have to really describe yourself, your personal brand in one word, what would that be?
My personal brand in one word would have to be deliver.
Alright.
Okay. So what I mean by that is like if I make a commitment to somebody, I deliver. Whether it is people inside the company or customers outside. So I make fewer promises because of that.
Okay.
But then I'm very, very conscious about making sure that whatever promises I have made, I keep it. So, many times I have to encourage our teams by saying, hey, if you reach that goal, I'll give you a party or something. And I go to pains to write down each one of these things and then make sure that we deliver that. And similarly with the customers, right? So our customers are trusting us with a lot of grave engineering issues and problems, and they want to do transformational activities. So when I say, yes, we will do it, I really want to make sure that we deliver on it.
So is there a compliment that you have received which you think is unforgettable for you based on your brand and personal presence?
Yeah, I think the best one would have to be when recently this happened, when a customer actually said that I trust you. Okay, so I think the word trust has a lot of weight in the world, and this was an instance of a customer whom we had served, in some other organization. And now he has joined another organization, wants to create an engineering transformation. So he is really risking his job when he kind of trusts Quest to do certain thing. And so we had a long conversation about what needs to be done. And at the end, when he said, when you say you do it, I trust you, that was the biggest compliment for me.
So Ajay, these are a couple of things I feel you do not forget for a lifetime. If you want to narrate to us a moment where you think you must have inspired somebody through your personal brand, is there something you would want to share with us?
Sure. I'm thinking of one instance where, and this happens often in a business like ours, there was a very, very tough, challenging project, and the team had got quite demoralized because they had a bad start. Things weren't going well. And I remember an instance when I spent about an hour with the team and really kind of changed the way the team thought of themselves. So, what we did is basically I looked for an opportunity to celebrate something. And then so we kind of brought the team together and said, okay, we are going to celebrate something. We cut a cake, and then and I asked for some good stories from people, some of the successes, what good things have been done by, because the team was feeling negative. The whole thing is about bringing positivity in that team. And then I was so impressed with one of the stories that I was like totally out of my skin and so happy. Then I just took my pen and gave it as a gift to that engineer. And we all went out, took pictures with the V sign and holding our position and wanted to be the number one supplier. And guess what? In about 3 months, we were the number one supplier. So to bring about that positivity in a very short period of time, it's very important. And to be able to do that, I think you do need to bring about very many aspects of your own personality, and that trust in your own leadership that the team has to be put to use.
True. So Ajay, I think this is one of the success stories or the moments that you would realize and remember for a very long time. But are there also some impediments which you might have learned a lesson from, and you thought, this is something which I want to be a part of my personal brand, which I don't want to forget?
Sure. I really believe leaders have to be very introspective. I think, in the literature, like leaders are always portrayed as very extrovert and all that. But I think every good leader has to have an introspective side to them. And I do spend a lot of time thinking about my failures, and every day there is something or another that you don't get it right. So, and you do need to take the time to think about. And one big thing in my own life has been, like long time ago, I used to call myself and even maybe pride myself being a perfectionist. And over a period of time, I started realizing that that wasn't really the right thing to do, and it wasn't helping. So I had to actually spend time correcting myself and becoming much more tolerant about and letting people experiment and learn on their own. And so I think that's been one big learning for me myself, and that has helped a lot.
So this means also taking risks when you are not very sure of what the outcome is, but going ahead and doing it.
Yeah, so let people do things, learn by their own mistakes. Sometimes you kind of feel the answer, but don't really give the answer. Let them kind of go and do it themselves. So things like that.
Anything more on this? Because a personal brand is something that develops over the years, and I'm sure you've put in a lot of effort to really be the brand that you are today, which people look up to. So is there some hard work that has gone to it, which we would want to know? Any plan that you've really followed to be the brand that you are today?
Yeah, I have done many things really. It's been a continuous learning. I have read multiple books and I've watched many videos. And I think it's important to reflect on one's own leadership brand or what you want to create, and then work on it. So one important thing I've done ever since I joined Quest many years ago is a training program that I do in project management. Okay, so this is actually a 2 days program, and I have learnt a lot by doing this training. On one side, I have gotten better in terms of presentation skills, in terms of communicating, influencing people. just during that 2 days training. And I have done it multiple times, and I have covered a huge amount of the Quest managerial population. And that also gives me an opportunity to really connect with my own team, right? So they kind of then connect with me, they kind of understand me during those 2 days. So overall, it has been a fantastic tool that I have used very much.
So, alright, I understand then from you, Ajay, that the entire holistic view of a personal brand for you has been a good balance of your personal and professional life and experiences that has come your way. If I may ask, people say that for a personal brand, you need to look like a leader, you need to talk like a leader, you need to think like a leader, and you need to act like a leader. So out of the look, talk, think, act aspects of a leader, any of these you think is more important than the other, or all of this is equally important? What are your views?
I think thinking is a very underrated, and I think thinking is the primary thing. When somebody sits and thinks, I talked earlier about being a little bit of an introvert, right? So think is the beginning of everything. Once you think and say, this is what I want to do, then you will act, and then you will say the things. So I think thinking is the base of all these things. It is very important, I think, for a leader to have a great alignment between their thought, what they say, and what they act. People will find if you are just saying something, doing something else, and what actions you are doing is totally disconnected. There has to be 100% consistency, and you can't really be artificial about this. So I think what you think deep inside is what needs to translate into words, and that needs to translate into action.
Right. So I do see think is something that you give extreme importance to.
Absolutely.
And those being converted into action through your words is very important. But out of all of this, do you also think looking like a leader also brings in that important aspect of it?
Yeah, so earlier we talked about the form and how it is a differentiator. I think it really helps you if you look like a leader, and there is a cultural context to that, like we talked earlier. So how a leader is perceived in one country might be different from another country, and in a typical business like ours now, which is very global, you have to have that ability to look like a leader in all different types of cultural contexts, and it takes a little bit of effort to do that, and it's important, otherwise you are not differentiating yourselves versus the other potential candidates, and then you miss out on the opportunity to be the leader.
True. Thank you so much, Ajay, for your views and thoughts on this. It's really fascinating to hear from you on your views on personal brand and your personal experiences. The next round, or the next section, if I may say, is the rapid fire round. We will go ahead and throw some questions at you. The top of the mind answers is something that you'll have to let us know.
Okay.
So Ajay, here are the rapid questions for you. What represents an ideal leadership brand for you?
For me, it would have to be Francisco de Souza, CEO of Cognizant.
Okay, why?
It's a very centered leadership, very focused, consistent, strategic, decisive. I really love.
All right, okay. Look, talk, think, act like a leader, which is important.
Think, absolutely.
Okay, 3 words that drive powerful leadership brand.
Think, talk, and act consistently.
Okay, all right, fair point. 3 words that derail a leadership brand.
It would have to be arrogance, inconsistency, and not taking time to think.
Okay. 3 things that can take you up there.
Being consistent, being harmonious with respect to your thoughts and your actions.
Okay. Powerful political brand, who is that?
Would have to be Narendra Modi.
Okay. Powerful actor brand.
Deepika Padukone.
Okay. Powerful corporate leader brand.
Elon Musk.
Okay. Which out of the 2 you think is more important? A conversation or a connect?
Absolutely, connect.
Okay. Presence, which is more important? The external one or the internal one?
Internal, I think, because that's what generates your external presence as well.
Okay, so here we wind up the rapid fire questions for you. But before we go ahead, so Ajay, as a leader, what is the legacy that you want to leave back?
For Quest,
Yes, absolutely.
I think if Quest is a self-sustaining organization that runs on its own, thrives on its own, long after I'm gone,
Okay.
I would have done something about it.
All right, great. If there is a piece of advice that you have for people who are trying to create their brand today, what would that be?
Main thing I think is to think about what is the purpose of creating the brand and why you are trying to create this personal brand for yourself. Is that consistent with your role? Is that consistent with what you want to create in your organization? So I think people have to think about that and then do things that are consistent with that. For example, if I'm on the, let's say, the supply side of the organization, being the COO. So I spend more time thinking about how I can make that easier by having a personal brand that is consistent with that role. So I have seen a lot of people trying to do their personal brand building, which is not really consistent, and that's something I think they should avoid. So,
Okay, fair point. So being consistent in whatever you do over the years is something that you think a personal brand is very much required.
absolutely.
All right, thank you very much, Ajay, for your time. It was a pleasure talking to you,
My
and we
pleasure.
had a fantastic time.
My pleasure. Thank
you
you.
very much.